A warm greetings to everyone. I, Simran Chauhan of Class XII Commerce, is here to show you about poverty in India. What is poverty? Poverty is a life where not having enough material position or income for a person needs. Poverty may include social, economic, and political elements. Poverty have affected on children. 22,000 children die each day. Around 21 to 28% of all children in developing countries are estimated to be underweight or stunted. Effects on women. Women make up half of the world's population and yet represent a staggering 70% of the world's poor. 4 million girls and women a year are sold into prostitution. This is how women are getting affected due to poverty. Poverty has also affected on education. Based on enrollment data, about 72 million children of primary school age in the developing world were not in the school in 2005. 57% of them were girls, and these are regarding as optimistic number. Poverty is the complete lack of the means necessary to meet basic personal needs such as food, clothing, and shelter. Poverty has causes lack of literacy, large families, lack of alternate employment opportunity other than agriculture. Government has initiatives for employment, for family planning, for farmers insurance, for housing, and for development. For developing a social marketing plan, we need to follow the steps for poverty life. How can we help and what can we do for poverty people? In our own small way, let us not waste resource, the fruit of hard-earned tax-paying money, which might be better being used to irrigate the mystery of others. Here are the conclusions. India shows a high economic growth. It is shameful that there is still large-scale poverty in India. It is the duty of the governments in particular and all citizens in general to try their best to alleviate poverty, to establish harmony and peace in the societies and in the world. Let us show that we do care and realize the dream of seeing a poverty-free India. Thank you.
Hello friends and my respected teacher. Today I am going to talk to you about the topic poverty in India. So, what is poverty? A condition in which the person lacks possession of material or money. Absolute poverty is referred to a condition where the person can't even satisfy his basic needs of food, clothes and shelter. Example can be referred to the slums in cities. Factors: changing trends in a country's economy. Environmental problems such as lack of rainfall, lack of education, high divorce rate, overpopulation, and epidemic diseases. Impact of poverty: overutilization of natural resources, illegal land grabbing, child antisocial behavior, reduced average lifetime, and increase in crime rate. Measures taken: starting welfare state and charities, initiative of BPL and ration cards, decrease the cost of living, make health care free and accessible to all, providing free education till 5th grade, starting employment scheme like NREGA, and reduced taxes. Now, what can we do as an individual? Aim for creating jobs instead of looking for jobs. Can teach poor people in order to increase literacy rate. Should donate generously. Now,
Hello to respected teachers and my dear friends. I am Aisha Mavish of Class 12 Commerce. Today I am going to discuss on the topic of poverty. Poverty is a state in which a person is unable to fulfill its basic needs such as food, shelter, clothes and etc. Types of poverty. There are two types of poverty: relative poverty and absolute poverty. Relative poverty refers to the poverty of people in comparison to the other people in regions or nation, and absolute poverty, it refers to the total number of people living below poverty. There are various reasons for the cause of poverty. Few are mentioned here: population explosion, natural disaster, poor state of agriculture, high illiteracy rate, inequality of income, corruption, unemployment, indebtedness, and many more. Two basic steps in measuring poverty are poverty line and data on size distribution of income or consumption. BPL is a benchmark used by the Government of India to indicate the economic disadvantage and to identify individual household needs of government assistance and aid. There are also few programs arranged for beneficiaries of BPL. Programs such as Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, National Rural Health Mission and National Rural Employment Guarantee. Poverty has also affected a lot in the living standard of the people. Diseases are more widely spread because poor people cannot afford hygienic food and pure drinking water. Those people living in poverty suffer from life expectancy. One third of the deaths are due to poverty related causes such as hunger, malnutrition and unemployment. Due to poverty, many farmers cannot afford scientific tools for high crop production, as a result of which large number of farmers commit suicide every day under distress and disappointment. Infant born in poverty have a low birth weight associated with many mental and physical disabilities, which contributes to high child mortality. Removal of poverty has been the biggest challenge in India. The Indian government is dealing the same with anti-poverty programs, which are as follows: Integrated Rural Development Program, Johar Rozgar Yojana or Jawar Gram Samriddhi Yojana, Employment Assurance Scheme, Food for Work Program, Sampurna Gramin Rozgar Yojana, Rural Housing Pradhan Mantri Gramin Awas Yojana, and National Old Age Pension Scheme, and many more. Poverty continues to remain a serious problem in the world, which is associated with poor health, low level of education, and poor quality of life. Unfortunately, about 33% of India's population still lives in acute poverty. There are many ways to overcome poverty, which are as follows: accelerating agricultural growth, development of infrastructure, education. These socio-economic steps must be taken to improve the financial status of millions of households across the country. Children suffer the most due to poverty crisis that continues to affect thousands of small towns and villages. Their future is often compromised due to lack of basic facilities and infrastructure for education and development. Reputed NGOs Save the Children has been working very hard to provide education to the unprivileged children of the country. The NGO has been implementing long-term programs for thousands of Indian children. To help them have a better future, we should make a donation today to do our bit for the society. This will not only help the country as a whole, but will also give us a lot of happiness and satisfaction. Thank you for the wonderful topic.